So, Mike, there is a lot of talk about future of work. We all know that there's a lot of books and people are talking about it. You mentioned that some jobs will be not available in 20 years. There will be new jobs available, and things are changing, and technology is changing. So we have to be prepared. So, what tips you have for job seekers or students that can help them prepare for future of the work?
Yeah, that is certainly a hot topic, right? And I think there's many brilliant people out there that are speaking on it. Certainly, we know there will be a future, and that it will be probably more disruptive than what we are seeing today. So the pace of change is increasing. The amount of volatility through that, I think, is increasing. So it will be a challenge, right? And I like to think of the future of work in probably more practical terms, Mahar,
Yes.
where I do believe the most important thing that we can encourage people is to find a mindset where we can embrace it with optimism and curiosity, rather than let the fear, settle in upon us. And so much of that discussion of change and the uncertainty and volatility that we're going to experience, it leads to that state of paralysis where, oh no, what's going to happen to me? I would love to see a state of excitement come over that and say, my goodness, it's going to be a world of new opportunity. How can I participate in that?
Yeah.
So that excitement, optimism, hopefully will allow us to have the courage to step into whatever that future state is. And then there certainly are some things that can be done to prepare for that. And I think we have to understand that those human skills or soft skills that we spoke about will become an important element to that. And it's the multifaceted or multifunctional skills that we have will be important, because I think that linear path of a career is going to be diminished more over time, and will be required to be more flexible and to utilize different and combined skills. And in that, it sets up some challenges that I think are interesting to look at as well. That the way we learn needs to be learned, and our ability for continual learning, I think, is going to be key to succeeding, through all of that future of work, through all of the change.
And do you think that in the future, jobs will be more focused on project base and rather than just having a fixed job? Or what do you think that people will be expected as learning, like continuous learning? Will the company provide those continuous? I think it's tied with the culture that we talked about.
Yes, and I appreciate you posing that into an open-ended question, certainly, because I think we can all see that the rote jobs or the continual performance jobs are the most likely to be done by robotics or by technological advances. And so that would lend to the belief that it's most likely, and we're seeing in companies now, that we will have to perform our particular skills on multiple teams at one time. And so while we all bring different skill sets to the table, it likely will not be with one team for a long extended period of time, but rather much more project-based, where we're participating on several or multiple teams at one time or different times.
Yeah, I agree.